those volume faders. Boom. Okay. Okay. Great. We're live. Yes. My coffee is fresh and delicious. And oh so hot. I wonder if those, yes, they did. Good. Okay. The notifications went out. Okay, good. We're looking good. I don't care about that. Okay, cool. We're good. We're all set up. Everything's all set up. Patrick, of course, Dana White takes full responsibility, but makes it seem like since they've known each other since they were 12. He takes full responsibility? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really not his position to take full responsibility. It's 100% his responsibility, and it's not his say that it's his responsibility. You know, that doesn't mean dick. Oh, I accept full responsibility for my actions. Oh, bravo. We're all so impressed. We're so impressed that you're taking accountability and responsibility for your own actions. Wow, that's like a whole thing. Not at all. It's not a thing at all. I take responsibility for my actions. That's not even a thing. Those are just words people say when they don't want to apologize. Does that make sense to you, Patrick? In other words, not sorry. And, it's going to cost him his position, I'm sure. Because that's all people are going to have to say is, bro, you didn't even apologize for beating your wife. What's that? What was that all about? You're some kind of a fucking psycho. You know? Now, where's my goddams up in all of this? Mess and garbage and stuff. I'm looking at the prices. Oh, today might not be the day for crypto, but okay. Hey, Josh G. Yeah, but he's coming off with the excuse that him and his wife had known each other for too long. It's not an excuse. There's no excuse. You beat your wife. No excuse. Woody Patrick, what are you defending him, bro? Just drop it. I don't want to talk about Dana White, okay? He's a pansy-ass bitch. And I don't know why you're so fucking interested in anything he has to say. He's obviously a lying cunt. And I don't fucking care to talk about it anymore. How about that? Cool? Can we move on now? Can we move on to somebody who I actually respect and someone I appreciate, like my friend Jiminy? Jiminy's here, everybody.
How's it going, man? I was just gonna say, how's it going?
Yeah, it's
It's a
going
good
good.
little caveat there. I just got back from
Let's
doing a
move
whole
on.
bunch of stupid stuff.
You just got back from what?
No,
You got back from where?
I was just running errands.
Oh,
Running errands, yeah.
oh. You were running Aaron around, huh? I bet Aaron's all pissed now.
Yeah, that's correct.
Poor Aaron.
Pissed.
Poor Aaron.
Fucking Aaron. Well,
Ryan Webb. Hello, Ryan Webb, who says, how is everything? Hope you had a great Christmas, Thanksgiving. Fuck Dana White. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So this is what we do. I've got clean glass, and all those things, I've got clean glass, and all those things, There's some PE up in the house. What? I know that Jiminy is down with the RAP.
I am.
Okay.
Got
So,
it. I just got in the door.
okay. You about ready?
Ah, it's in the.
You ready to smoke? What?
Nothing. I just think it's ready to smoke. I can't see because my video is a little bit delayed from hearing.
Okay.
Plus, I got people working on the building, and I can't hear shit. They got jackhammers and shit.
I want to know if you're ready to hit your bong, sir.
Yes, let's smoke now.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
we will smoke right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers, Ryan, Patrick,
Roll
Josh.
regarding Canada.
We're trying to park the 747.
That's right. What the hell is that? Oh, touch the dunes are transpiring.
After the last show, I had some pain in my chest, man. I thought I was catching COVID or something. I feel a lot better now.
What? How do you go to the doctor's appointment?
All right, crypto's making a comeback right now. Right now. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. So we've been in this dip for the last 6 hours. You can see it right here. Big dip. This is Bitcoin. And right now we are coming out of it. We got an upside down head and shoulders right there. Shoulder, head, shoulder, going uptown. See, we didn't make the second head and shoulders right here. It tried to, but it kept going. If it had stopped there and gone down, we would have been fucked. But because it broke out of this head and shoulders pattern, this right side up head and shoulders pattern, we're good. Now I want you guys to see this so you can learn what they are, because they're very simple. Okay? Watch. This is Bitcoin over the 24 hours. Okay? This is the last 6 hours or so, right? It goes shoulder, head, shoulder, upside down, right? Now right side up, it was going shoulder, head, and then right there it didn't form. So understand, it was the reverse head and shoulders that dictates this movement right here. We're going to keep going up too, probably. It's probably just reconsolidating right now. But this is a very big head and shoulders, and it should definitely control the movement here for the next several hours. Very simple pattern to spot when you're looking at the 24-hour. And, you know, those go for long, anything over the 24-hour too. Definitely works on that 24-hour. So expect to see a rise here. We're at 666 right now. That's an easy one to remember, right?
Yeah.
666. So we're gonna. My prediction is we're gonna go up to. We're gonna go 700. So and hopefully above, but I'm being conservative now with my guess. I brought it down than what I thought it was because I've been a little bit off lately, so I'm adjusting for that. So I'm thinking 16,700 within the next few minutes probably. This is a giant Head and Shoulders, and plenty of trade time left in the day. So oh, James McGill, haven't seen you in a while. What's up? We do have a trend upwards on Harmony, trending upwards on Bitcoin. Not really a trend upwards on Ethereum, just a jump at the last hour or two. Matic is trending upwards. Cardano is kind of trending downwards, but Binance is trending upwards. Now, all of those are different from each other. So, which one is going to be the dominant crypto? It's usually Bitcoin, right? So we'll look at Bitcoin. We'll see that it's not only is it trending upwards, but it's got that spike at the end of that spike upwards at the end of the trending upwards, like Ethereum does. It's almost like and Ethereum is not trending upwards. It's just got a spike at the end. It's almost like Bitcoin is the sum of all cryptos, right? Mixed together in one ugly ass pattern. But I mean, if you look at Binance, it's nice. You know, if you look at Matic, it's a nice. These are nice patterns. Even Harmony One generally doesn't show it, but it's got a nice upward wedge pattern. You know, Bitcoin's a little bit more all over the place. It is still upward wedge, but it's crazy upward wedge. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look probably at Bitcoin and see what it's going to do, and figure that it's going to dictate what everything else is going to do. I just flashed a yellow marker on Bitcoin. That makes me think that everything else is going to flash a yellow marker within the next minute. So let's see if Bitcoin is dictating the market right now. If it is, we'll see yellow markers everywhere. There's a yellow marker on Harmony. All we need are 4 more yellow markers, and then my prediction will be correct. Might happen on Binance right now. Could happen on Binance right now. All the way on the far right. We could get that yellow marker. Oh, and it could be Cardano right now with that big red spike. Could go green. I just saw a yellow flash. I don't know if that was Matic. I just saw something flash yellow. Let's see if Bitcoin is dictating it.
Oh, that was what is that? The fourth one.
Fourth one over?
Yeah, fourth one over.
It's Matic.
Yeah, Matic. That's when it flashed. Because I'm a couple seconds behind you with the videos.
How cool is that? You're like going back into. You got to go back in time, bro. Like got to time travel.
I'm like, oh,
backwards.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it. Sure.
Okay, let's see. Who's it going to be? We got flat bottom on Matic. We got giant yield coming in on volume coming in on Cardano. Okay, there's yellow Matic. Boom. Harmony flash yellow. Harmony stayed yellow. Matic's yellow. We just need Ethereum, Cardano, and Binance. Boom. Cardano. 2 more. Now we just need Binance and Ethereum. Now what this means is Okay, there's your green marker on Binance. Fair enough. It skipped yellow and went straight to green, which is fine. So there's Binance. Now we're just waiting on Ethereum. What this means is the strength of this pump right now is totally based off of whatever Bitcoin's going to do first. So if you were betting on any of these other cryptos, I would be watching to see what Bitcoin does. It's a couple of minutes ahead, right? And then it's kind of like looking into the future. Yellow marker on Harmony. I get, boom, that's it. Ethereum yellow marker. What do you guys think? Huh? Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not bad. That is how you read the market. It's easy. It's easy. Bitcoin is not always the front runner. But the reason I guessed that it would be the one out in front is because I looked at all of the 24-hour charts, and Bitcoin was kind of like a mix of all of them together. That's what I noticed. Harmony One, Matic, and Binance are very tight. They're all upward wedge patterns, classic vortexes. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano are either going to the side, all over the place, or going downward, right? It's like a mix of all of them. And Solana is about to hit $13. $13 on Solana. We've been watching that every day, dude. Solana, and people were talking. It was at $11, and people were like, "I'm gonna wait till it drops to $9." I'm like, I'll be buying that shit when it hits fucking 50, bro.
What was it that you said was like a penny, and at one point it was like 30 cents?
Harmony One.
Harmony?
Harmony One.
Holy shit, that's
O-N-E. It is O-N-E penny right now. It is 0.01005. That is 1 penny. And that is exactly how much it costs to get a Harmony coin. You want to double your money. Let's say, hey man, I want to double my money. I got a certain amount of money and I want to double. Let's say I got $500. I want to turn my $500 into $1,000. And what I would say is, take $500 and go buy Harmony with it, and wait for it to go to 2 pennies.
Yeah.
Because just like Solana is going to go up to fucking 150, and it's Solana right now is at $13. When you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just putting the time and just learning and listening. A lot of people out there don't know what the fuck they're talking about too. That's what I realized on YouTube. There's a lot of people there that like they know what they're talking about, but they fuck up.
Bro, I sit here and I back up everything that I say. When it comes to crypto, it's like, dude, I make calls on crypto. People are like, let's see your profit loss. Let's see your profit loss. I'm like, I'll show you my fucking profit loss, and you'll fucking cry. You know why? You'll cry for me because it's fucking horrible right now. And I don't mind showing you that I'm totally in loss right now over all my crypto, because you know what? It's just going to take a little flipping around here before I'm back in profit. And then, you'll realize, what it is that I do, and why it is I do what I do,
Yeah.
And the times like this, when people have money and they can buy it, this is it, man. These are the moments that make or break people that are going to be wealthy when the market goes back up. And it is going to go back up. The market's going to go back up.
Eventually.
I mean, people are calling for it this year now. Like, I heard last year that it was going to be March. Yeah. March. There is a guy. Look, here it is. He says, Bitcoin will soar to 250,000 in 2023, says billionaire Tim Draper. The venture capitalist who has always bet on the rise of Bitcoin is confident despite the difficulties of the crypto space. The rout of the cryptocurrency market in 2022 scared away individual investors. The latter had, and you would think after I lost access to half of my crypto, you'd think that I would be scared away and I would have sold out like like a dog bites you, and you don't go back and pet the dog. Go pet that dog. Go pet that dog. Go pet that dog.
Oh, that was with the what was with the you get scammed? What was that? The name of that company?
Celsius. Dude,
Celsius.
not just Celsius, fucking,
Fucking.
not just Celsius, bro. BlockFi shut down the day they closed withdrawals, the day after I pulled a whole Bitcoin off of their fucking exchange. I got my Bitcoin out one day before they closed down. I am a fucking guru and a seer of the future, bro. I'm doing this, bro. And you might be like, well, yeah, but you lost all your shit in Celsius. Well, I don't really look at it like that until the fat lady sings on that one. We're still gonna, you know, we're waiting to find out exactly what, if we get paid and what they're gonna do and all this shit. It's not completely over. But even if it is, half of what I've got investing at the times because I've been slowly investing in these dips as much as I can to try to make up for the loss, which I haven't been able to get anywhere near there, but a little bit, just trying to make it like at least 50%. Like right now, I'm pretty sure that I got more value sitting in Celsius than I do out in my offline wallet. I'm not 100% sure, and I have to look. I don't even know, but
They're going to be paying people back in crypto.
My goal is to get it to 50-50. What was that? What was that, Jiminy?
Aren't they paying people back in crypto and not cashing out?
Well, see, that's the whole thing, isn't it? Right? So we don't know. And the thing is they should have just given us our crypto back. I didn't realize that they had stolen our crypto. So they stole our crypto. And now, if they want to try to give us back, some of it in crypto or whatever, it's what's fucked up is if they don't give me back all the crypto, exactly the cryptos that I had and all that, I lose value in so many different ones that I had, bro. They had a bunch of my fucking Harmony, I believe. They had possibly a bunch of my Cardano. They got a bunch of my fucking Bitcoin. They got all of my fucking Ethereum, bro. Thousands and thousands of, $100,000 worth of crypto sitting in fucking Celsius. And they've got it. It's $100,000 worth of crypto. And it's fucking sitting in Celsius. And they took that and they decided to put it on Luna or some bullshit, and it crashed with our money without us knowing it. And I guess Terra Luna fucking crashed or whatever. They lost all of our money. I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
He didn't get charged. The guy that's running that shit didn't get charged. Like with this whole thing with Bankman-Fried, that he didn't get shit.
Not yet. Person to ask would be Tiffany Fong. Say, yo, Tiffany, why haven't on Twitter? She'll answer you right now, bro. She just had another interview with Sam Bankman-Fried, and this girl will answer you on Twitter if you tweet at her. You say, hey, I heard about you from Nays Garden, and say, when do you think will there, and if so, when will there be charges against the people responsible for the Celsius debacle? The abomination that was fucking Celsius.
Yeah, I've read a little bit about it.
Send her a tweet. I rag on her all the time.
Tiffany Fong, yeah, I've seen her on the.
She just put up this thing today. I just watched it today. She's talking about this interview with Sam Bankman-Fried where she went to his house again while he's on house arrest and had another interview with him.
Wow.
Ron DeSantis is trending right now. Let's see what's going on. What's up, Ronnie? Ron? We were just... Dude, what was in my live stream title this morning? Where's the goddamn shows? Hold on.
Ron DeSantis, Nazi something. What was it? Nazi something. Book burning.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
I watched a bit of it, but I couldn't.
YouTube. Let me see here. Let me see
Oh,
here.
good.
Your videos. Here we go. Live. Like Ron DeSantis. So, I literally have Ron DeSantis in my title, and boom, now Ron DeSantis is trending on Twitter. So, just to show you what a visionary I am, I'm literally surfing. Now, that was early this morning. I'm surfing the wave of the trends. I'm creating the trends. I am the trendy trendsetter.
Oh. Instead of trendy ass dabbers, it's trending ass dabbers.
Trending as dabbers.
Trending.
Dude, I was talking about Ron DeSantis this morning before anybody else was talking about Ron DeSantis this morning. And now Ron DeSantis is trending on Twitter with, and get this, with freaking how many goddamn tweets? It just said it. Oh no, I lost it. Why doesn't it show it again? I want to go back to it. Please don't do that to me. Ron DeSantis, 14,600 tweets. I am the trendy trendsetter.
Trendsetter.
Ron DeSantis is... I'm going to tell my mother. Ron DeSantis is hanging out with Jeb Bush. You know, there was this thing where George Bush is hanging out with Michelle Obama, and George Bush was hanging out with Ellen, right? And Mom's like, oh, George Bush wasn't that bad, or blah blah blah. You know, hey Mom, he killed 1 million Iraqis. You know, we went in and murdered 1 million Iraqis, innocent, based on a lie under George Bush. Yeah, well, you know. I'm like, yeah, well, his brother hangs out with Ron DeSantis. Oh, fuck that guy. She's going to be like, fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that whole family. Oh, Mom's going to be so pissed. Shall we look at the bowl and see the status? It's not full anymore. It needs to be filled. On Broadway. It didn't work. You guys know that song? Bow, 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 since she gone, bow, nights are getting strange since she gone, bow, Dun, 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 since you're gone. You know that song? It's got the coolest beginning.
Who is it? I know. Never.
The Cars. It starts with
Oh,
snaps.
Cars? Okay.
And the cool thing about it is, it starts in another key, and it moves into the correct key signature, but it comes from someplace. It comes from another key, right? And then it's just weird. And then it all makes sense once the music starts. But the intro is so intelligent. It's like it's a very I love shit like that. It's such an intelligent intro. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4 and the song starts. You know, it's like
Yeah, right.
you know.
Yeah, it gives you a little something to play.
You know, it's like no, the song hasn't started yet. There's this thing going on with the guitar, and it's kind of leading you there, but you're not there yet. And I don't know what the fuck but that guy is a great guitar player. God, I don't even know his name. The guitar player from the Cars that did all the soloing, don't even know the dude's name, but he's great. They didn't show him a lot in the videos. They didn't spend a lot of time on him. Goodbye. Goodbye. Remember that? AOL? Goodbye. You've got blocked. Nights are getting strange since you're gone. I can't help it. I can't. It's a great song. Since you're gone. What's that?
Elliot Easton. I'm Googling it. I don't really know.
That's the guitar player's name. You said Elliot?
Yeah, Elliot Easton.
Elliot Easton. Nobody knows that. He is the lead guitar. So, meow, 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 I don't mind you coming here and wasting all my time and time. But when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind. Yeah. I mean, those fucking all those. He had epic fucking melodies from his guitar. This guy would play that you just couldn't forget. The songs were just so. God, man. Life's the same, moving in stereo. Life's the same, except for the shoes. Life's the same, you're shaking and tremolo. Life's the same, it's all inside of you. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
Dude.
You're lucky you're around for that shit. I have to, listen to it and be like, yeah. Cool.
Bro, the Cars had a lot of albums, too. A lot of great songs.
When I was coming up, though, it was, new metal, and it was awful. For the most part, anyway. I would say that's a pretty big thing.
I haven't seen a Seed in forevs.
I've been listening to a lot of post-punk stuff lately. From the late 70s, early 80s. It's like the sound. I don't know. It's a bit depressing though.
Is it depressing to
Okay.
listen to old music that reminds you of your youth?
Well, it doesn't remind me of my youth because it's a little bit before my time. It was when I was born. But yeah, no, it's the music. You know, that post-punk, like what is it? Who would be one of them? Joy Division and
You listen to the
Smiths,
the Tears for Fears.
Tears for Fears, right? All those. I've been right into it, but yeah.
Callie, cheers. Warning, reduce volume level. Sorry.
Like post-punk music, and I think of lying and saying that I don't.
Dude, that took me forever to pack that ball.
Say it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm always worried that one day I'm going to stick my head out this window to spit and a bear's going to just chomp my head off. Right when I stick my head out, like a shark in the ocean. But it's going to be a bear, and then I'm just going to go like this, and there won't be a head here, and it's just going to be like watching Cyber play video game. You guys are going to be like, dang it, Cyber's really stepping it up with the video games, man. It looked like that bear just ate that dude. That's realistic. Whoa. My bananas are growing. Yes, I look at the bananas. They are growing. I see a leaf. I see a leaf. I see a leaf. I see a leaf. I see many leaves. A leaf, a leaf, a leaf. I should have cut those things. I should have probably cut them. And I didn't. I didn't cut them down low enough. I don't think I cut them down low enough.
Yeah. There you go.
These orchids are still beautiful out, and they're outside, man. What a crazy, resilient, amazing, beautiful flower. Now, that was the one I know you saw it because you liked it on Twitter. It's got the buck in the background, the picture. It says, "Look at this orchid."
Yeah.
Hey, look at this orchid. And it's a fucking picture of a buck. You know, that's a joke. It's like, fuck that flower. Look at the buck in your backyard. There's literally a deer behind the goddamn flower, bro. Duh.
Obviously, we're looking at the book.
Hey, Sam Troiano. Hey, Bigfoot, says Kelly. She needs cafefe, feffy. Don't hit that yet. Momento. Callie, Anna, tell me when you're ready. It's 1:15. Jiminy, it's 1:15. What are you doing?
I'm trying to back a bowl, yeah.
Funny how.
Oh, and
Funny how.
like a clown. Like I'm setting you to.
What, like I'm amusing you? Well, like I talk? Like the way I talk? Like the way I talk?
No, you said it. No, I don't know what you said it.
Oh, Anthony.
Am I so funny about?
Anthony, he's a big boy. He can speak for himself.
Yeah. I think you might fold into questioning, he says at the end there. I love that scene, man. I love all guys.
Hit that shit. Okay. Florida whitetail are badass. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers. Soul of Gaia. Caliana 87. Edwin Sparks 420. Soul of Gaia. And Notlin, it's over there on the Rumble Sphere. Oh! Cheers. Changing it up here a little bit.
I think I'm somewhere you need it.
The Thompson twins.
Yeah.
Either or. Either or. Either or.
Oh. Isn't that some dude used to?
Got some grapes.
Okay.
Hey!
Let me see it.
Beazle, are you a good watchdog?
Thank you so much, dear.
Either or. Bitch better go up to 700 like I predicted. Exactly as I predicted. Because it's hooking downwards right now. All of them are. It's still trending upwards. It's a downward trend inside an upwards trend. Could be a reconsolidation, but it's fairly large. So we'll see. You're about to plow some snow. Don't do what that one guy did. I think he hopped out of his plow while that bitch was running and ran himself over. He had all kinds of severe internal injuries, required surgery and shit. That actor, fucking Renner, whatever his name is, he got fucking injured on his snowplow. Yeah, they don't want to talk about it. It's people like you will go out and get hurt even more. I told my mom that. I'm like, see, they don't even want to tell you what even happened. And meanwhile, people are going to go out and plow snow and not realize how fucking dangerous it is, you know? It's one of the most dangerous things you can do if you don't know what you're fucking doing.
No? Oh, fuck yeah. I didn't do it. Using machinery like that.
Well, one thing a lot of people forget is, you know, you're trying to make the roads drivable. That means that while you're plowing the snow, the roads aren't drivable, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
people have to remember there's a lot of ice under those tires while you're doing that work. You're only doing your driveway. It doesn't matter how long's your driveway. You know, is your driveway like a quarter of a mile long? Just all I'm saying, Callie, I'm not saying not to go plow the snow. I'm just saying be safe. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure you know what you're doing. You know, go get it, girl. Make a video of that shit. That's a long ass driveway. 40 acres long driveway. Is that like a mile? 40 acres. Yeah. What is that, like a mile? Almost a mile. Yeah. Any slopes? Or is it all flat? I was a master grader, man. Master grader. Hey, don't be master grading. What are you master grading? Hey, why are you master grading? By the ponds. Be careful. The rout of the cryptocurrency market in 2022 scared away individual. I've been hanging out with Cyber way too much. Individual investors. The latter had flooded the sector a year earlier in the midst of the crypto craze in the hope of making a quick buck. But the fall in prices of most cryptocurrencies and numerous scandals have crushed all these dreams. The crypto market has lost over 2.1 trillion from its all-time high of over 3 trillion reached in November 2021. This drop means that investors have seen the value of their portfolios melt away. For some individual investors, almost all of their savings have evaporated. See, the way they phrase that is incorrect. So let's just go over that really fast. The value of your portfolio has not melted away. Moo, Cyber.
Hey, bro. No.
The value of your
No.
portfolio, just like the value of my portfolio, hasn't melted away, because melting gives the impression that something has left and isn't coming back. So that's an improper word to use. Whoever wrote this, incorrectly used the wrong word. Your values hasn't melted away in any way. What's happened is the value's reduced while the value of the crypto that's inside your portfolio is down. But it hasn't melted away, because as soon as that crypto goes back up, if it had melted away, how's the value go back up? It melted away. No, it didn't melt away. So horrible use of words. Then it says this: for some individual investors, almost all of their savings have evaporated. That too, in what they say is for some individual investors. Well, if they looked at it that way and they decided to sell, after their money was sitting in there for, who knows how long. I'm guessing, they've been in for, a month or two, and they put some money in there, and it was just a little bit. And then it was down to like $20, and then they cashed out their $20. And at one point it was worth $100. And they just saw it getting lower and lower and lower. And then, those people are noobs, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Over a few pennies, right? Most people like me that are doing this as an investment, we're not going to do that shit. So, our savings haven't evaporated. That once again, it's just the value is down right now. Not a good time to take profit. The time to take profit is when the value's up. Has nothing to do with melting away or evaporating. And it's funny, they use both the words melt away and in the next sentence, evaporated. Incorrect. Nothing evaporated. It's still there as long as you don't sell when it's low. That's all you need to know. And these idiots that write this shit, it's like they don't understand how fucking stocks and crypto work. And they're writing articles about it. You know, it's weird. But I'll continue reading this garbage. Bitcoin, the world's leading cryptocurrency by market value, has fallen from an all-time high. That's a misspelling. It says from all-time high of $69,044, reached on November 10th, 2021, to 16,746 currently. Well, right now it's 16,655 currently. When many individual investors joined the crypto craze at the end of 2021, Bitcoin evangelists predicted that the cryptocurrency was on its way to hitting 100,000 before the end of 2021. Lured by these tantalizing predictions, many retail investors gave in to FOMO, fear of missing out, which stands for fear of missing out. FOMO is a crypto acronym used generally for anxiety of missing out on making money. While the market slump has chilled amateur investors, Bitcoin and crypto evangelists have not lost faith even as they got their fingers burned. This is the case of billionaire venture capitalist Tim Draper. He predicted that Bitcoin would hit 250,000 by the end of 2022. Whoa. Whoa, check this out.
Provider Blockdaemon, and I know your customers range from financial services firms to some of the largest exchanges. So what kind of solutions do you provide, and how do you serve your customers exactly?
We really see ourselves as a middleware platform, which means that we safely connect institutions to blockchain networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we allow institutions to offer their customers the ability to purchase Bitcoin and Ethereum and to send it around ultimately. And so we make that process seamless and ensure that the institutions are protected from the chaos that is crypto, which means that these networks are all
sounds just like the guys from Celsius did.
Updated.
Don't trust him one bit.
Thousands of users, as a true decentralized network is. And thus we
with your stupid fucking T-shirt on,
so
unbank yourself. Fuck you.
Safe and secure.
So you mentioned chaos, and you
grain of
published a
salt.
message last month.
Grain of salt, everyone.
And in it, you mentioned
get
that
your salt shakers
you
out.
FTX, but the crypto
Start loading up.
insisted on running their blockchain infrastructure in-house for privacy reasons. So what does this show you?
Well, you know, it's hard. There's a lot of different reasons why folks want to outsource information, but I think when it comes to transparency and reliability, it's important for all major players to work with multiple different infrastructure providers and also not just rely on their in-house infrastructure because it just breeds the potential for abuse, right? And so I think when it comes to technology, specifically in decentralized networks, working with companies who clearly adhere to regulatory requirements, get externally audited for security, and are controlled by a transparent board and investors is really, really important. It's always interesting to us that the largest and most trusted exchanges in the space have great relationships with us. Everyone, I would say, of note uses components of our infrastructure somewhere in their stack as a failover system, for example, in order to have also, again, less risk associated by just running an individual server on their own, which was a little more the FTX situation, which controlled all their own infrastructure for obvious reasons now, because obviously a lot of things happened that they didn't want people to see.
So this year we saw increased institutional adoption with more Wall Street firms moving into crypto. One example, the new crypto exchange EDX Markets, which has backing from Citadel, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab. NASDAQ made its first big push into crypto this year, offering custody services for Bitcoin and Ether to institutional investors. So do you see more of this happening in 2023, or do you see the adoption rate slowing down as a result of FTX's implosion.
That Martini
and
guy
the
sold his
crypto
Lamborghini. He's
era
going to be
currently
buying
experiencing.
crypto. I wonder what he's going to
Yeah.
buy.
I don't necessarily see a slowdown in institutional adoption of
And
Rails,
to be had
meaning
in the crypto
companies like
space
Nasdaq,
and
large
throughout
banks,
the crypto
are going to
ecosystem. I think
continue
that the
to
entire crypto ecosystem
work
will
on
undergo
Bitcoin
some
and
massive
Ethereum
growth this year,
rails, on
if not in
permission
price,
networks, and
definitely in terms of user
stablecoin
adoption and the actual
integrations.
quality of the
I think
applications
we're going to see
being
a
built
slowdown
here
in volume
cryptocurrency.
of
So
transactions
if you are
through these
interested in what we're going to
networks,
discuss today,
mostly
which is
because
mainly
the crypto
altcoins,
brand
again, I'll
has
be taking
taken a
some
heavy
questions
hit.
from
I think
the chat regarding
consumers are going to
altcoins
be a
and
little
what altcoins you
spooked
want me to
for a
look
little
at.
while.
But if you are
But I think
enjoying
the
the stream,
cat
just
is
new to
out
the
of
channel,
the bag,
wherever you
so
are,
to speak.
please do
And
slap
so
a
in
like
terms
on
of
today's
our
video.
services,
Make sure you are
we've seen
subscribed to the
continuous
Why is
channel.
it so
growth
hard?
throughout
Turn
the
on
year.
channel
Our
notifications.
company has grown
Why is it
And
so
let's
hard to
start
find
off.
this
So,
video?
first things first, let's
Of
look at
last
the
year,
overall
even through
kind
this
of
crypto
coin
winter,
market. I think it's
our
been a while
customers are
since I've said first
exclusively
things first.
institutional owned. So
I do want to point
I
out,
don't
by the way, guys,
necessarily
I have
see
not
them
made a YouTube
walking
video
away
on
from
this
this,
channel in
but
9
you know, I
years
think
now.
there's
It's been an
more
extended period
focus
of time.
on
That is
quality,
not through
and so
actually
quality in
making them. I
crypto
have
is
actually
Bitcoin,
made coins of
Ethereum, large market cap, trusted tokens, US dollar stable tokens,
Oh, here it is.
and so
you. It's just every time I upload will resume, hence the live stream today, because I've been wanting to get out some altcoin content. I want to point out to you that a lot of the videos that you'll see on that Martini Guy channel over the course of the next probably few months now, there'll be a lot of altcoin content. If you want to see the daily kind of Bitcoin trading content that I'm going to explain to you now about Bitcoin's price, whereby we go really into depth about how the price of Bitcoin is performing, and we discuss basically.
I asked him if he
what
sold
all
a
these different
Lambo.
lines on the screen mean and all that kind of thing. Please go to my second channel. That is called TMG Trades. On TMG Trades, I'm just going to bring it onto the screen right now so you can all see exactly which channel that I'm referring to. I can't actually. Oh no, I can. This is the one. I mean, this is my dashboard that you get to see. Essentially, go and subscribe to this channel, TMG Trades. You'll find it. I don't think it's linked in today's video description actually, but go to that channel. Go find TMG Trades. Ignore the embarrassing thumbnails on this channel as well. It is what it is. YouTube's algorithm demands it of us. If you don't put your face screaming in the thumbnail, YouTube gives you 0 views. That's just the way it is these days. Anyway, slap a like on today's video. I'm getting a few questions in the chat saying, did I sell the Lambo? Actually, a subscriber's inquired with me about it, which is quite exciting. It'd be very interesting to see if he buys it or not. I won't force it on him because ultimately, really, a very large part of me does not want to sell that car. A very large part of me. Because I've spent about 20, I'd guess at £20,000 on it, somewhere around that, in the 2 years that I've owned that car. But at the same time, I love it. I don't want to get rid of it. But Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin's cheap. Bitcoin. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to. I don't have to sell it. I want Bitcoin.
He wants Bitcoin.
I crypto saving expert basically. I spend so much money on that. I don't have enough money to buy
Because
anything.
then you'll have.
In long and short.
You'll be able to get
Once
10
you bought
fucking
it, you go to a
Lamborghinis,
bear
you know?
market and your portfolio's taken an 87% hit. It is what it is. You've got to make do with what you've got. And so basically, yeah, time to sell some
This is
assets
a really
to buy the
question,
dip.
though,
Didn't
so-
really want to do it, but
Bro, isn't that cool that
It
he
is
answered my
what it
question?
is.
He spent all that time on it.
Somebody says, you mean the click
Yeah.
repellent thumbnails? You know, I think that as well. I think that as well. There's no part of me that like enjoys screaming at a chart and then taking a selfie. But for some reason, people click it more.
Just
Don't ask me
made
why.
my fucking
In fact, we
day,
can
bro.
Can I show you? I can try and
That's
show
funny.
you. Right. So I've got thumbnails here.
It's like
on
having
this
a
thing.
conversation with them,
You
you
can
know?
kind of make
It's
it out
funny.
actually. You can see here, look, I put effort into a thumbnail. It's the worst performing video out of all of them. Me wears a mask, no screaming face, yeah? Second worst. Me smiling, third worst. Me shouting again, fourth worst. And then me wearing a mask, sixth, I did pretty well. But me like over the top screaming, all top 5. Like you can't argue with the correlation here between screaming and not screaming. This is how it is. I have to scream in the thumbnails. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, honestly, what do you think about Dogecoin? Interesting. It's interesting, is Dogecoin. I like
It's
Dogecoin.
jokey.
I don't like the culture around Dogecoin. And the reason I don't like the culture around Dogecoin is I feel like it encourages financial degeneracy rather than it does investing in the right thing. Like people are always looking for the next Dogecoin. Look for the next Bitcoin. That will encourage you to make much better financial decisions than looking for the next Dogecoin.
I told him look at
Dogecoin's
Harmony
good,
One.
but every other meme
I said
coin
it's at
is
1
absolute
penny.
piles of just poo. So there are going to be a lot of questions in today's chat, I expect, about various different altcoins that I've discussed here on the channel and other altcoins as well. And I will take some of those questions towards the latter end of today's video. But first of all, what I wanted to do is bring up kind of a top 5 big cap altcoins that I'm looking at to invest larger sums of money. First of all, of course, you've got your obvious one, Ethereum. And then we go on to the less obvious ones. We're going to start out with the first less obvious one, which would
Binance.
be BNB.
We got
Now, when it
Binance
comes
up
to
on our
BNB,
screen right now. You
I
guys like me?
BNB.
How do you like me now?
BNB is really down in the dumps right now when it comes to its price. And actually, if you look at the way that BNB has performed,
Good time to buy it when
over
it's down.
Entire kind of history. Historically, it's done very, very well. If you look at this price action,
It's doing
compare
exactly
the
what
price action
Bitcoin's
to
doing.
we've experienced on Bitcoin, BNB's price peaked at somewhere around $600 up here, and then since then it's declined to around like the mid 250.
245, right?
When you look at other things that I'm investing
Hey,
in,
Turbo
quite heavily,
Jerko,
such as-
what's
Now,
up, son?
I just why call it this? I don't know why they call it this. I don't like the idea of calling it Multiverse X. Don't think it's a good idea. You had such a large brand recognition with Elrond. Why did you change it? And again, the audience has responded to that by dumping the crap out of the coin ever since he rebranded it. So I like Elrond. Elrond is another very large holding of mine. I hold a very, very, very large amount of Elrond. It's in fact probably still one of my top 4 holdings.
Eagled.
In terms of the amount of money that I have into it, it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars I have into this thing. And I'm just really disappointed in the way that the price has performed, the way that like the volume has dropped off after.
You're on the
they did
3-month
rebranding.
chart. You're on the 3-month chart, bro.
I just hope that they're not like trying to be too far ahead of the times. That's
There
my
you go.
concern.
There's
When
the
you go
all-time.
at it with a brand name of
There's the
Multiverse
all-time
X,
chart.
but your price chart looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Maybe don't rebrand. That would be my advice, but I don't know who's going to tell them not to. It is what it is. I just don't really like the branding of the new thing. Not that it makes a difference to the actual application, but you know how fickle people are. Unless it's that's probably one of the reasons they did it, because they know how many thick people are going to come in next time round and just go, oh, metaverse, oh, I should buy. Oh. You know it'll happen. That's the thing. You know it'll happen, and it'll be sad when it does happen. Because we shouldn't be buying things based off what they're called. We should be buying things based on their utility and the adoption of that network. If you actually go to Elrond's website, Elrond is now Multiverse X. Yes, I know. Oh, let's continue to the new website. I've not actually been to the new website yet, so this could be interesting. This is what the new. Yeah, you see, this is a lot with these new project launches.
Hey, man,
Fancy
710.
these fancy websites, by the way, they're very expensive to build. Trust me, I know from building.
710.
But I don't like the way that they're always laid out in terms of like a PowerPoint.
710.
Well, when
710.
you don't have a perfect internet connection like I don't have right now.
Look at the
because
time.
I'm
It's
Well,
710. We're
very
gonna
nice,
smoke right
very
now, my
fancy,
friend.
very
We're gonna smoke right now,
Very
cause
fancy.
it's
I like it.
710. I got 2
I
lighters.
like Elrond. Elrond's great, and I hold a lot of it, but I don't.
I'm gonna use them both simultaneously. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers, Cyber.
Elrond's Twitter should be active.
Oh.
Probably should look.
Cyber Reload.
Because it's not
Yeah,
called
yeah,
Elrond
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
And I do like Elrond. Don't get me wrong. The reason I invested is for the technology. I just don't like the new branding. Maybe I'll come to love it at some point in the future, but currently no. Now, if you're just new to the stream and just new to the channel, please do slap a like on today's live stream. I would really appreciate it. YouTube is gonna punish the crap out of me for not posting videos for 9 days and then not posting videos throughout pretty much the entirety of December. There is reasons for this.
This is that martini guy. Have you ever
I've
seen
had
this guy,
chicken sandwich
Jiminy?
in the hospital, but YouTube does not forgive this. Now, we have more interesting
It's
things
that martini
other than
guy on
Elrond
YouTube.
to discuss.
You ready, Cyber?
Video, the next one has got to be
Oh, I thought we
Polymatic.
smoked.
I really
Oh,
think
okay.
the adoption
Cheers,
of
brother.
Polymatic,
Tag another one,
call
then.
it,
Oh.
and also the way that
I
the
just
price
want to-
performed.
Okay, well,
over the
no,
course of
cheers.
the past year, I think that this is really good. In terms of like a big cap, sensible kind of
Not peg again
investment
anyway.
decision to make. Not that anything in today's video is financial advice. You should do your own research. It's been a while since we've had to say that one, isn't it? But we're back to investing in altcoins anyway. So we want to buy the dip. We want to look for big caps that are sensible, and we will cover small caps. But I'm going to get to small caps towards the latter end of today's live stream. So if you're interested in the smaller kind of more niche things like I am, the 100x's rather than the 2 to 20x's, you're interested in the 100 to 1000x's, and trust me, we've had a few over the years. Matic was one of them at one point when we invested in Matic at 1 cent. invested in Matic at 2 cents.
I said, please look at Harmony One.
And even after a full bear market, Matic is 77 cents. I put 40 grand in it between those numbers, and I cashed out pretty much at the peak.
Please look at
both
Harmony
from
One.
$2 to $2.
Hey, Vega Man! Vega Man, Vega Man, Vega Man, Vega Man, Vega Man.
Paid for my life. I love Polygon.
Polygon!
Not for the actual kind of technical reasons. I just made so much money off it. It was great. Like, you've got to imagine the market cap. Like, just to give you an idea, it used to be what, 30 million, 40 million, 20 million, 70 million, 90 million, and then bam, 20 billion. Like, you can imagine how many X that is. I can't work it out off the top of my head, but I know it's more than 100. Like, way more than 100. You're talking, I mean, yeah, it's easy to do it. 250X, something like that. I mean, 1 cent up to 250 cents.
What's it like to own a car that
Anyway,
you're too scared to
you're interested in
drive
the
because it's
smaller
gonna,
stuff.
as soon as you hit a
Wait till
bump,
our
you're gonna
trends of today's live
reduce the
stream.
value
We
of
are
it.
going to get onto it. We're just going to go through
What's it
everything
like
first
to
and
maintain a car like that? It must cost thousands of dollars a year just to maintain the fucking motor and shit.
To go down to 50 cents, I'd still say that buying at 77 cents was not a bad idea in the longer term. So from my perspective right now, it's a good time to be dollar cost averaging in to these kinds of coins. And again, if you are interested in where to buy these things, check out Bybit and BitGet in today's video description. Both of them sell Polygon, I believe both of them sell BNB, and both of them sell Multiverse X, aka Elrond. So a lot of these big caps are listed on these exchanges, and if you are interested in purchasing any of these coins, you'll find links to Bybit and BitGet in today's video description. They are the two best exchanges that anybody could purchase.
I'm asking, I keep asking,
on
please look at Harmony
right now.
One.
Now, moving on from Polygon, we have
Polkadot.
Now, I am excited for Polkadot.
Okay,
Polkadot,
good.
5 billion market cap. Down
Good, because
bad.
I'm
Like,
in
Elrond
Polkadot,
is
but I'm
down
way
bad,
up on
bad.
it, you know?
This is down bad too. Down 90% from its all-time high. In fact, we can look at the exact figure down here, can we?
I'm way more excited about Harmony One than I am about Polkadot.
Down 91.79%.
Dude, if he will look at Harmony, he'll see it's way better than this one.
Because I remember purchasing Polygon at $60. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it says 55 on this chart, but it definitely went to 60 because I bought.
I mean,
some.
we've seen Harmony One
And
at
that was because of
$35,
the
and it's
Moonbeam
down to a
presale.
penny
I wanna
right
get
now.
into Moonbeam. Again, towards the latter end of today's video, Moonbeam's more of a gem. Moonbeam has got to
Take
rise
care,
in
brother.
price very
Huh?
significantly to match that of Polkadot, but I believe it's actually probably going to surpass that of Polkadot in the longer term. Polkadot is more of a closed network, whereas Moonbeam is more of an open network. Now, what is the joy of Polkadot? Why use Polkadot over anything else? Well, Polkadot, it's not like Ethereum where you can go and launch your own coin on top of Polkadot. Again, these platform coins.
Dude,
on
my
top,
Polkadot's
without the
probably all
infrastructure
tied
to
up in
currency
goddamn
before,
Celsius.
you
Fucking
need strong infrastructure
fucked.
in order to support good ideas. Without strong infrastructure, you don't have good ideas. One of the downfalls of Ethereum is anybody can make an idea and they can publish it on Ethereum, and whether it's a scam or not, they can attract attention. You can't do that on Polkadot. It's physically impossible. If you go to Polkadot's website, I'm going to show you a little bit about Polkadot. Basically, you go to Polkadot's website and say, learn parachains. This is blockchain unbounded. Parachains are advanced, next-generation layer 1 blockchains that transcend the limitations of legacy networks. Specialized and interconnected, parachains make up a diverse ecosystem of independent platforms, communities, and economies, improving
I
the way
figure-
we connect online. Parachains equal possibilities. Now, what is parachain? Well, parachains,
I wonder
differ
when he
from the
cashed
traditional
out
kind
for
of
the
ERC-20
Lambo, you know.
a traditional ERC-20 token.
And I wonder if it was
you can make, you can
Bitcoin.
just literally copy
bet it
paste code
was.
off GitHub and make any old project like Logan Paul did with Zoo. You can literally just rip the entire thing. Now, when it comes to a parachain, you have to participate in a parachain auction. I'm going to see actually if we can access parachain auctions through this. Can we access parachain auctions? We can see the parachains part of the website. I'm just going to load up parachain auctions. There we go. That's the one. And I'll bring it onto the screen right now. So this is parachain auctions. In order to properly participate on the Polkadot network, you need to win a parachain auction. Now, every parachain that is like, you can see all the successful parachains. So currently, there is 186. This is 186 projects that are applying for parachains and 33 parachains available. Basically, you've got to raise a certain amount of Polkadot, and then with that Polkadot that you raise through the platform, that is given to you in the form of a loan, and then that loan has to be repaid by the project. So only good projects can get funding for a parachain, and then that parachain can then launch. We've had really successful projects so far. And again, how do I make so much money? I invest in this stuff before anybody else. So I'm going through these weird little websites, and they're not little. Like, these are all used by professional funds on Wall Street and all that. They're all using this stuff as well. Anybody can access it. You can go to this website. It's called parachains.info, and you can see all of the parachains that have launched on top. We should be able to see, if you click on Polkadot, the current ones that are going through. So you can see Collectives right here has not completed its parachain auction stage yet. So they need to go through an auction stage. I don't know what Collectives is. I've got no idea. I've not researched it at all. And it's been a while, I think, since there's been any serious kind of big projects going through this. But this is where you make serious money, going through these parachain auctions. And because the nice thing about parachain auction is when you invest through a parachain, Serum's just moving. Some market manipulation going on there in FTX. When you participate in a parachain auction, an interesting thing happens. I actually invested in Konomi as well. Oh, it's interesting, is this? But basically, when you go through a parachain auction, you actually get your money back. So say that you invest $20,000 into a coin through the parachain.info website. Let's have a look for one. Is there any auctions coming up? These ones are currently going through their auction. So if we have a look at this, 3 investors, 6 investors, so there's not that many, just not that many people committing right now. But this is what I expect will take off when people understand the way that it works. You can see, look here, we have a very, very active developer community working on this. Or when we say investors, what we actually mean is VC investors. Be careful of duck down. We will go to a different project without 6 investors into it. Really, when you're looking for people invested in projects, you want to see as little people as possible invested in a project, generally, and as higher quality as person. The more people there are, it means the more they struggle to raise funds, which means it's probably a lower quality project. Hashed Network will be really interesting. I know of Hashed. Hashed is its own VC. It probably doesn't have any external investments, and literally all they want is a parachain crowd loan, essentially. So you click on join the crowd loan, it'll pop up your Polkadot wallet. I'm not going to leave that page to load because it'll show you all of my Polkadot holdings. Oh dear. Oh no, it's not going to do that. I'm just going to press reject and then it'll take us back. But essentially, nearly had a big one there. But essentially, you can then commit through joining the parachain crowd loan, and all you need is the Polkadot.js wallet. So that's essentially how you participate in a crowd loan. And I've been doing that for years. It's how I got into Moonbeam. And I actually made a speech on how to get into Moonbeam right at the start. Now, Hash Network is an interesting one, being that Hash Network, from my understanding, is a VC. And it should be. It depends. It might not be the same one. Prime token hash, total supply 1 billion. Crowd loan, reward pool 6% of the total supply. Does it tell us how much they're trying to raise through this thing? Crowd loan cap of 125,000 DOT. So we can do the maths on this right now. I'm just going to quickly do the maths on it. So we've got 125,000 dots at $5.50, 125,000 times 5.5 gives us an overall amount of money that they need to raise of $687,000.
Itself is very questionable.
I'm digging through this. In 1979, I found what is this from? An article in Corrections Magazine. It says that 85%, a few years ago, 85% of all drug testing was done in prisons.
Does he realize that smoking a cigar could give you throat cancer? Does he realize that?
Now it's down.
I mean, you would think, like, he's so into health and shit.
15%.
All drug testing.
As of right now, it's illegal in California and plenty of other places too.
To drug test people in prison?
Correct.
It's also illegal to ask them if they have a penis. Right? Which is a little strange. I mean, I'm all for people being able to express themselves and live however they want. However, there was a story that I was reading. I think I sent you this too, Jamie. About this article that was talking about this woman that brutally murdered and raped this woman, and about how unusual it is for a woman to brutally rape and murder another woman. Well, it turns out it's not a woman. It's a trans woman. But they have to call it a woman. So they're saying it's a woman. Like, so there's people that are phrasing it in this woke speak. If you want to define what, you know, like, what do you, because woke is hard to define. People kind of know what it is. Like, oh, I fucking hate all this woke shit. But what does that mean? Like, what are you saying? And when you ask people to define it, it does get a little squirrely. It's like, oh, I didn't think about defining this. It's just sort of a thing that I know. And one of the things has to do with gender, because that's one of the biggest cultural changes over the last 10 years. But that one is bananas that they would phrase it that way, that they would say a woman. No, it was his ex. That was his ex-girlfriend that he killed, that he murdered and raped.
Right.
He was a man at the time. He was dating her. Like, to say, oh, it's so unusual for a woman to do that. It's like, what kind of game are we playing where you're talking about crime? And like that person that went to jail and said he was a woman and started banging all of the inmates and got 2 of them pregnant, that person brutally murdered his mother with a knife. It's a horrible story. The cops that came to the scene said it was one of the most horrific things they had ever seen. Stabbed her from her face down to the bottom of her legs. Just, you know, an incalculable number of stab wounds, probably. But you could say you're a woman, and all of a sudden you're in a woman's prison. And then there's like all these people that like have created a website, like, get her out, she's not supposed to be there, let her express the gender of her, you know, preference. And like, this is bananas. Like, you guys are out of your fucking mind.
There has to be a birth sex on your future ID. So you have your sex, female, and then your birth sex, like a male or something like that.
Well, that would make sense, but none of this makes sense.
Right.
They would say, who is the doctor to tell you what your sex is? Well, it used to be just gender, but now
Right.
they're equating sex and gender, right? Like, so when that Rachel Levine person became the first female admiral,
Like the baked
they were saying
potato.
they were saying female. They weren't just saying woman. They were saying female, as in like this X distinction in the chromosomes. Like, listen, I know it's good to be kind to people. It's good to be nice. It's good to, like, I want you to be whoever you want to be. Express yourself however. I love you. But what are we doing? We're in this fucking squirrely lunatic category. Somebody has a great fucking bit that Bill Burr sent me. Let's blow this cat up. I don't know this dude, but this bit is very funny. I'll find it right here. Where it's going around, Jamie. Maybe you've seen it. It's a comedian who says he's all for. I'll send it. I don't want to fuck it up. Here, I'll send it to you, Jamie. Give me 1 second. Share. Jamie. Bam. It's just, I get where it comes from. I get that people want to let people feel free to be whoever they want. But at the same time, it's like, at what cost to all the other people? You know?
It's getting absurd. It's insane. They're going to have a separate jail just for like the in-betweens or something.
Play this guy, please. Here we go. Derek Languinas. Is that it? Let me see it again, please. Derek Languinas. It's spelled DericLenguenus on Instagram.
Trans women competing in women's sporting events. As long as I'm allowed to bet. Yes, I would like to put all my money on the lady with the size 11 sneaker, please.
It's a great
I've
joke.
got a feeling about her.
Now,
It's great.
and then this is how squirrely the world's gotten. There's people that'll say that that's transphobic, that bit is transphobic, because people want no criticism, and that's part of the problem. You know, it's like what we were talking earlier about, like what's going on Twitter right now. There's a lot of people that don't want any criticism. People have opinions. They just do. You can't stop them. You can't change their opinions.
Right.
You know, you can just be you. You
Right.
got to be you.
Right.
But some people are just not good at it.
That's
They're not
why
good
I
at
don't
it
debate
as a
people.
group.
That's why I don't debate people. It's not my job to convince you of anything. I learned this so long ago. Like, you're going to believe what you're going to believe. I'm going to believe what I'm going to believe. Man, my life has gotten so much easier since I started thinking like that.
Group, if you achieve protected status, like a lot of
I
people,
know this guy.
they feel like they categorize trans people in a protected class.
Hashy buds. Bro, you can't say a sentence without him arguing something about that sentence with you. He just has to argue every point. Some people are just down with arguing, you know? It's all they wanted. It's how they got love when they were kids. You know, it's how they got fed at the table, I guess. They had to argue for their food.
Because they've been maligned and
It's how they got
because
hugs.
they've been discriminated against. Now they're in the superposition. You know, like some quantum physics shit. you can't even criticize them, even if they're murderers. Even if they've brutally raped and murdered their ex-girlfriend, you still have to call them a woman. Even if they were a man at the time, still it's a woman. It's very rare for a woman to do this. Is it? Is it also rare for a woman to have a dick? 'Cause what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? But it's not anymore. You know? So, there we are.
I can't even imagine what the world's going to be like in 40 years.
How about 5?
5
How
years.
about 5 years? Who would have thought this? That everything, like the Leah Thomas thing with swimming. Who would have thought that that's like the #1 female swimmer actually has a penis and supposedly has sex with women? Okay. What are we doing? Like, imagine if you're a girl and you work so hard to get a scholarship, and you know you're born, you didn't go through puberty with male levels of testosterone. Here's something that I found out the other day when we talked about this already. Sorry, where James Cameron was saying that the testosterone is a toxin and needs to be released from men's bodies. Women have more testosterone than they have estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I just found out.
He looks like Jiffy Pop popcorn. Boom. What? Oh, nailed it.
That recently.
I found out from Rob Wolf. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He looks so. He looks so comfortable.
I have more estrogen than women.
He looks so like he feels so
That's what I heard.
protected.
So you are the most healthy, unhealthy person I've ever met. When you got your blood work done, I was like, huh, he's gonna be okay.
You've been telling me I have been high on estrogen forever. Like, you know, we made jokes about me eating too much edamame or
Yes.
like.
With the hot dog coming out the. Who's to blame for the
Yeah, it
Capitol
was like
riots?
4 feet long at that point, so I just licked up what I could and got out of there.
Did you get your pants?
Well, we still had the lockpicking kit, so hey, Warmbo, I gotta do an episode, so I'll have to call you back.
Ooh, fun! What's it about?
It's impeachment stuff. Nothing you need to.
Impeachment, you say? Very scary business. Important to talk about. Hey, Mr. Cody, are you going to mention the whole thing about how it's important to have law and order? The faster we're able to move on, the faster we're able to heal as a nation. And then we don't have to say the bad man's name again. And start the path towards unity and friendship and love and caring and friendship and happiness and friendship ever after until you all die, except Wombo doesn't die because Wombo doesn't have blood and Wombo doesn't have a heart and Wombo doesn't have bones and Wombo does.
Hey, Warmbo, that's what the whole thing is about. Totally. So maybe just.
Maybe Wombo will come over and help Mr. Cody with his video about healing.
You know, that's very nice of you, Warmbo. But...
Okay, good. See you soon. Goodbye.
Oh, no. Hi, folks. I think I just made a boner. Here's some news. We super have to rush through this impeachment video before Warmbo gets here because he's
Bottom of the hour,
real
cheers.
happy drag. And we kind of need to talk about how the former president and a bunch of the GOP
So you don't have to do.
kinda tried.
You don't have to do. I'm not
Oh, I
smoking.
do.
Okay, let's just say you don't have to. I can only do so much. I'm having an issue with my lungs today.
To steal an entire presidential
I'm
election
done.
and kind of sort of encourage their supporters to overthrow the government so their dopey wannabe dictator could stay in charge. And then when those supporters failed to do that, they all just walked away whistling merrily like they didn't just attempt a violent coup, or putsch if you'd prefer. And now that former president is getting impeached again. Aren't you excited for the impeachment again? And like, it's probably definitely not going to work again, because the GOP, as in those folks who tried to overturn an election, well, they aren't going to vote to convict, because they're still holding office, despite a considerable chunk of them trying to overthrow an election. And somehow, we're just all keeping on, as if there isn't a political party currently.
So, you guys have a nice evening. I will see you tonight, maybe. Enjoy the rest of your nights. I'll see you, well, if not tonight, then tomorrow. Just turn on your notifications. In the meantime, join me on Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden. Maybe we'll do a space. They're fun. Come join us there. All right.